Boss Fight Gaming. Get ready. Fight!
Hello guys, welcome back to another tutorial. Boss Fight Gaming here. We are on part 4 of our playthrough of Dodgeball Academia. This is our final part and probably the shortest of the videos. We're just going to clean up and get the final achievements here and complete the game. Basically, once we have woken up in episode 8, we're going to head to the left and down the stairs. Again, do not go downstairs and collect the chest yet. We need that for later on. Just head outside and speak to your team. Once you've spoken to your team, they're gonna tell you about it's the final day. You're gonna do the tournament. Are you gonna be the champion? You know you're gonna be. So, yeah, that's right. You're gonna do it, dog. You're gonna do it. Anyway, so once you've spoken to them, we're gonna head over to the right after Balloony and everybody's finished speaking. That is main quest. The grand finale. We're gonna get another achievement in just a second, which is to beat a rematch guy and get the complete all side quests mission achievement, which is to complete all the side quest mission achievement. So yeah, head towards the right, over the steps, up the steps should I say, and head up towards the school where we're gonna fight a rematch guy for the final time. Now he is difficult if you didn't have the cheats on, but since we do, we have no problems. I am going to skip the fight, so please pause the video until you've caught up. Once you've beaten rematch guy and you've collected your rewards, you will get your achievement for completing all the side quests in the game. So congratulations on getting another achievement. You'll also get 3 milkshakes, which will level your character up 3 times. I would only recommend using these if your character is quite far away from leveling up, otherwise they are a waste. But yeah, please use the chocolate milk on auto to level him up. At this point you should be in your 40s at some point, so just level up your character by going through this. Once you complete the game, if you haven't reached level 50, you should have, but if you haven't, all you need to do is go into the underground area and you need to do the little arena fights, the underground arena fights, and with all the money that you earn, just go over to Big Tony and buy XP drinks and food. Use them XP drinks and food on your character and that will help you level up to 50. Now you should level up to 50 just by finishing the game. However, like I said, if you don't for any reason, just go and do those fights. Anyway, so you're ready to the arena now. We're in the arena and we're speaking to the principal and the other guys, and this is the final tournament fight of the game. So we're gonna go over here and we're gonna beat these guys. Again, I pause. Please pause the video because I skip the fight. Once you've done that, you will get your achievement, or should get the achievement for winning the tournament. You will get it, not should. You will. You'll get the achievement for winning the tournament. Then you'll be outside in the main courtyard and we'll be going through loads of conversations when the mascots decide that they want to rule the school. It will put you back at the dorm. Again, do not go inside the dorm. You don't need to go in there at this point. We are just going to fight these guys, so head over to the right. It will start a conversation and you will need to beat them. Now at this point in the game, unless you are quite low level, you don't really need to fight all these battles. I actually would recommend skimming as many of these mascot fights as possible. Try to avoid them and just get the missions complete. Again, like I mentioned, you can actually level up at the end by going into the fighting down underground. And yeah, so basically this guy you can avoid by going around the back left of him if you don't want to fight him. I did, but you can avoid him by going around the back left of him. Again, I am going to pause the video until the fight scene is complete. No, I'm not. I'm actually going to let this one play through for some reason. Okay, so this one's going to play through. I thought I did skip it, but I didn't. So yeah, once this one's played through, again, you can avoid this fight if you want by going around the left and back side of the character, avoiding any sort of contact with them. Once the fight is complete, or you have already skimmed past, head up to the right of the steps and just keep following over the bridge. Once you're over the bridge, head down the opposite side and we can again avoid any of these fights. We just can go all the way over to the right and bump into the guys over near the arena. If for any reason like me you did get into this fight, you will just need to go through it. Once the fight's complete, just keep heading to the right until you get to where the big row of yellow guys are, protecting the path that head to the arena. which you will see in just a second once I've got through this fight scene. So yeah, there is a dialogue. Keep heading over to the right, and in fact there's another fight there that you can avoid. I forgot about that one. But yeah, there's a lot of these fights around here. Again, if you want to do them all, that's absolutely fine. If not, you can avoid as many of them as you like. In this playthrough, I did actually stumble across a lot of them, even though I was trying to avoid them. But yeah, just keep heading to the right. Up near the arena, you will land into these guys, and your team will recommend you go and try and put a bigger team together to fight all these mascots. So what we're going to do is we're going to head up to the left, and we're going to head over up towards the infirmary. When we get to the infirmary, we're going to follow the path up, and we're going to head into the woodlands. So head into the woodland area and head over to the left. Once we're in the woodland area, we're going to keep following it around to the left, and then we're going to go up the steps. Once we get to the top steps, we're going to head up the ramp and continue to follow the path round. We're going to try and cross over the bridge, but it will do a little bit of a scene, and we can't cross the bridge until we go and help those guys. So head down this ramp and head down the steps to the left and head through the grass. There is a fight with the mascot. That fight is avoidable if you head further to the left. However, if you are in the fight, please do pause the video until you've caught up. If you did avoid the fight, you may need to wait for me to catch up, so I do apologise for that. Once you've done that, go through the long grass and head to the right and follow it round until you see the lab in the distance. Go up to the lab where all the guys are surrounding our not so friendly friends. Head over, fight the mascots for them. Again, I'm going to skip, so please do pause the video until you've beaten the mascot fight. Once you've done that, you can skim through the rest of the dialogue. Chester and his friend will thank you and stuff. Then you can head towards the bottom of the screen and follow it up through the long grass, up the steps, up the ramp, and then over the bridge. So up the ramp and over the bridge. You will need to help Boris here. So Boris has taken on many of them, as you can see on the right hand side. Lots of them have been done, but there are still many to go. I am going to skim through the fight, so please do pause the video until you've caught up. Once you've beaten the fight and you've caught up, there will be a bit of a dialogue with Vampy who's saying thanks. He's very grateful for helping him. Boris and everybody else is also grateful. Skim through all the dialogue, and then we're going to head back over the bridge to the right. Once we're out through here, we're just going to keep following the path to the right, keep going over and over and over, and then we're going to drop down the ramp and steps, keep going over to the right and leave the woodland area by continuing on to the right. Again, there is fights around there. You do not have to do them if you don't want to. If you do, that's absolutely fine, but I did try to avoid as many at this point as possible because you do get a lot of XP for the final fight. So yeah, just try to miss as many of these fights as you can. Head into the school, or you can do them. If you do them, just pause the video like I mentioned. In fact, you don't need to head into the school actually. You need to head down the steps to the left and over to the infirmary. In fact, you do need to head to the school because it triggers the next part. So head over to the school doors. It tells you that the door's locked, so you'll need to find the teachers. Then it will tell you to go to the infirmary. So yeah, school doors, then go down to the infirmary, where you'll need to get the key for the school doors, just to avoid any confusion. So you do need to go to the school. School, infirmary, key, back to the school. Again, you can avoid this guy by going wide, and then head into the school. If for any reason you did get in the fight there, just pause the video until you're caught up. That's absolutely fine. Once you're inside, you can avoid these two guys by just walking in between them and jumping over the desk, and following the stairs up to either the right or the left. Once you're at the top of the stairs, we are going to head over to the right to the principal's office, which this guy, the robot guy, tells you that it's locked and you will need to get a key. Head over to the left of the corridor and we're going to fight each of these 3 rooms to get each of the keys. So head into the first room and fight the first battle. Again, I'm going to skip, so please do pause the video until you've caught up. And we just need to do that for each of the 3 rooms until we have the 3 keys which unlock the principal's office. So yeah, go over, have a chat, get your key for the office. Once you've got the key for the office, leave, head into the crown room which is next door. Once you're in the crown room, you'll need to do the same again. There's a fight in here. Help Pixie. Once you've helped Pixie and Co. and you've beaten the fights, you will get the keys. Again, please do pause it until you've caught up. By the way, these fights here can be glitched. If for any reason the guys on the right hand side, your opponents, get stuck in any position, just start and restart the match. I don't know why it is. The entire game's fine, but on these fights in these 3 rooms, they're a bit temperamental. So if for any reason they get stuck, just start and replay the fight. Anyway, go to the 3rd and final room, the fabric room, and you will see Vampy that needs help. Go over and win the battle. Again, please do pause the video while you complete the fight in the game. Once you've completed the fight and you go over and speak to Luna, she will give you the key and you'll be able to leave. Now you have all 3 keys, so you're now able to go into the principal's office. Go over to the principal's office and you should be able to go inside. Once you're inside, you'll see that the principal is getting ambushed by Blockhead and his crew. You need to beat Blockhead and his merry men, and I'm going to skim it, so please do pause the video until you're caught up. Once you've caught up, go through the dialogue. Once the dialogue's complete, we get the thumb drive, and we need to leave the school office. Head out the office and head to the left, remembering do not go to the roof and do not collect the chest. We need that later. Head left and head between these 2 guys so you don't have to fight them. If you did fight them, that's fine. Just pause the video until you're caught up. Once you've done the fights, head out the school, or not done the fights, or done the fights, whichever. Head to the right and then stick to this fence on the right and go past that guy, or fight him again. Pause the video if you do. Head over to these guys and you can't avoid this fight. So inside the cable car, you will need to fight the guys. Again, please do pause the video until you're caught up. Once you've done the fight, we need to go into the cable car, which takes us over to the frost area of the game. So once we're in the frost area of the game, there is a few fights here that we can miss, but there's also one that we can't. Head over to the right, and we are going to jump over this way instead of going up the ramp. Even though up the ramp would be technically be quicker, it is actually quicker to go this way because you don't have to fight, which takes longer. So just jump over on the right hand side and keep going over all these little ledges. Again, you could have gone that way, it would have been quicker technically, but because of the fights it's slower in my opinion. Head up to the ramp and then head up here to the left. That fight is unavoidable, but as long as you went over those ledges and came up to the right, you should be able to miss 2 fights, I think. 1 or 2 fights, and then you have to do this one. Again, I did skim it, so please pause the video as you catch up. Once you fought that guy, head up the ramp here and then head up the steps, head up the little ramp, and then the box that we pushed down earlier is there for us to climb up, and we're going into the tower again. Now, if you didn't collect the chest on the first time that we're in this area, you can collect it there. Again, that is the last time though, until the game is fixed, that you are able to head into the frost area to collect that chest. So hopefully you definitely collected the chest. You would have done because I showed you where it was, and I told you then to make sure that you did, so there's no reason for me to really bring that back up. So please do ignore me talking about the chest that you already got. Anyway, so as long as you've got the chest and etc., head into the tower, start the conversation, skim through all the dialogue, and you will actually be back in the arena where you will be with this guy. Now this is the final fight of the game. Super simple because you'd have the cheats. I'm not sure what it would be like without them because I've never done it. Win this fight. Again, I am going to skip it, so please do pause the video. Once the fight is complete and you have got the milkshake, etc., you will get an achievement, hopefully, for reaching level 50. Again, if you didn't, no need to worry. Just go to the underground fights and get the drinks and stuff, and you will get the achievement there for reaching level 50. Anyway, we're going to speak to all these guys here at the end who are congratulating us on becoming the school champion. Speak to every single person, everybody that's got a question, tick above their head. Speak to all of them. Keep going, keep speaking to them all. Once you've spoken to them all, you should get the grand finale and get the final achievement. Well, that's not the final achievement, that's the final episode achievement, should I say. So get the final episode achievement. Afterwards, there will be a bit of a conversation on the screen, and then you will be in the free play mode area. Again, if you're not level 50, go down into the sewers and do some fights, get some money, and buy the drinks to level up. Anyway, we need to get our final achievement, so we're going to head back to the dorm. So keep heading back to the dorm, guys. and follow it around to the left and head up the steps. Now, just up ahead on the left, you'll need to collect the ball and then head inside because you need to collect a collectible. Do pause the game here and save. I don't, but please do pause the game and save. Then once you've saved it, head downstairs in the dorm and use the cat by pressing X on the box, the chest, and that will open it and you'll get a collectible. Then we need to head back up the steps and we need to head out of this door and follow it around. Keep following it around and head down the steps and then head up towards the shop. Once you're in the shop, you will need to buy the last remaining object from Carlos. So browse this catalog and buy the final object that I told you to leave in there. If you didn't, don't worry too much about it. Hopefully one of the other items will be enough to pop the achievement. Again, there is a glitched achievement in this game and we needed to leave some items till the end after the final battles and stuff for this achievement to work. In the future, I imagine they will patch it, but for now we do need to work around it. So once we have collected the item from the shop, we'll need to head over to the school, collect a couple of balls and head up the steps. And we're going to head over to the right and up these steps too, and we're going to make our way around onto the roof. So head to the right and up the steps to the roof. Keep going to the right and up onto the roof. Then hidden behind the steps, as I previously mentioned, there is a chest. Now you shouldn't have got this. It is there behind the steps, so please do pick that up, and that is your collectible. Then there's one more collectible now that I actually missed. I've actually made this video twice. I accidentally missed it out when I was making the second video, so I do apologize for that. I do actually want to give a big shout out to Michael Benkers on YouTube, who pointed out the fact that I did actually miss one of the chests. So thank you to you, Michael. It means I can actually finish the quest and actually get the achievement on screen for people to see. Again, it is bugged, however, so hopefully you did save these 4 chests till the end. Well, these 3 chests, one in the dorm, one on the school roof, this one in the infirmary, and the item in the shop. Once you collected those 4 after the game is finished, so in the free play area, you will get this final achievement. Thank you very much for watching, guys. That's 1000G for 1000G. Please hit us up with a sub if you haven't already, and we'll see you very soon. Take care and thank you for watching. Any reason you didn't get the achievement there, guys, what I would recommend doing is reloading that save file that I mentioned and doing those final 3 collectibles in a different order. So maybe go to the shop, buy the final item, go to the school, open the chest, then go back to the dorm. If for any reason that doesn't work, try it by going to the school first, then the shop, then the dorm, and just have a play around with it. It is bugged achievement. I do apologize if for any reason you don't get it. I didn't get it on my second playthrough, but with these workarounds, it should be no reason why you don't get that. And then that should be your final achievement, guys. Anyway, hopefully, fingers crossed. I hate it when there's bugged achievements and you don't get them. I imagine they will patch it in the future, so if for any reason you didn't get the achievement, I would recommend coming back in maybe a month or a few weeks, trying it again, and there should be no reason why that achievement shouldn't pop. Hopefully you did get it though. As I mentioned on my second playthrough, it didn't work. So I do apologise for anybody that didn't get this final achievement. It's very frustrating. But anyway, thank you very much for watching, guys. Thank you for being patient through this guide. I hope you got all your achievements, and I hope to see you in a future achievement guide tutorial. Please consider subscribing, liking, commenting, etc. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Take care.
Boss Fight Gaming. You lose. Game over.